you're afraid to commit, and don't call me in the middle of the night and say that you're not able to be loved. That's not right. No, I don't wanna be that one. Still a million miles from you, so I'm gonna let you go. Oh boy, if you only knew, not a day goes by without you on my mind. You couldn't go on together. You said nothing lasts forever, though you can't deny. Hold it all inside. No, you can trust me. Just close your eyes, knowing that I'm around. I'll be around. Yeah. You're not scared of love, just scared of love. Alright, alright, enough. Just tell me if you want my love or not, or not. 'Cause I don't wanna be that one. Still a million miles from you, yeah. So I'm gonna let you go. Oh boy, if you only knew, not a day goes by without you on my mind. You couldn't go on together. You said nothing lasts forever, though you can't deny. Hold it all inside. No, you can trust me. Just close your eyes, knowing that I'm around. I don't wanna be that one. No, still a million miles from you. So I'm gonna let you go. You go. Oh boy, if you only knew, not a day goes by without you on my mind. You couldn't go on together. You said nothing lasts forever, though you can't deny. Hold it all inside. No, you can trust me. Just close your eyes, knowing that I'm
Tell him I need my money right now. Brought me the juice, they stole out my crown. Yeah. Sorry to tell you, I know my value. I'm gonna recoup, yeah. But don't waste my energy, my energy. I don't got much, don't be wasting all my energy. I keep it tight, don't let nobody get close to me. My heart is right, don't question my integrity. No, I thought we would be just fine, and I thought your heart was like mine. But let me find out, you've been going around throwing shots, running plots. Come on, man, tryna block my blessings, but no need for comparisons. What's from me won't be from me. Yeah, I'ma go through just to grow through. But pay me what you owe me for I make what you've been saying about me true, true. Tell him I need my money right now. Brought me the juice, they stole out my crown. Yeah. Sorry to tell you, I know my value. I'm gonna recoup, yeah. Don't waste my loyalty, my loyalty. I let you in back then because I couldn't see, but now it's clear you ain't ever been true to me. My intuition ain't ever lied, I had to leave. Handle your business, do what you think you need to do to get your revenge. But you won't break me, God as my witness. Past the point of no return, I'm on a mission. Tryna block my blessings, but no need for comparisons. What's from me won't be from me. Yeah, I'ma go through just to grow through. But pay me what you owe me before I make what you've been saying about me true. True. Tell him I need my money right now. Brought me the juice, they stole out my crown. Sorry to tell you, I know my value. I'm gonna
Putting all of our cards down on the table, knowing there's no way that you'll be able.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
To win this one, but she's somebody else in the making. First, she just gotta stop all the faking, and she'll be there. But she's wondering if it's gonna feel like she's forever. Wondering if it's gonna feel like this whenever she leaves her safe space. She leaves her safe space. Wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that will make her feel better? Make her feel better. Then that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. Somebody say, don't be afraid of loving yourself, 'cause that is all you got in the end. You got in the end. But she's wondering if it's gonna feel like she's forever. Wondering if it's gonna feel like this whenever she leaves her safe space. She leaves her safe space. Wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that will make her feel better? Make her feel better. Then that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. Talking to myself 'cause I don't know what I want. Yeah, I'm here talking to myself like someone's gonna respond. I'm getting tired of myself 'cause I don't know what I want. But I'm not out here on my own. Wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that'll make her feel better? Make her feel better. And that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. Yeah, that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. Talking to myself 'cause I don't know what I want. Yeah, I'm here talking to myself like someone's gonna respond. I'm getting tired of myself 'cause I don't know what I want. But I'm not out here on my own.
Yeah. I want a house in the hills I pay big bills for. I ain't got in pocket. I wanna empty out my wallet. I wanna stop motion, stand still. Wallace and Gromit. I wanna talk more endlessly. I wanna neurotically vomit. I want more dollars from my mama. I want a palace in Prada. I want a Gucci bag where I can store my sorrows and hardships. I wanna gold plate my partners. I want endless tomorrows. I want a lot more than I got right now. That's the problem. You could give me every little thing I'd ever want, but I'd never have enough till the day I had it all. Yeah, you can give me every little thing I ever want, but I'd never have enough till the day I had it all.
Oh, I see what you want, baby, but it might be just a little more than I can give you.
On second thought, I want $1 for everyone. not just for my mama. I wanna hit the ball out on random pedestrians. I want my questions to be answered till my brain bored and questionless. I want more self-assurance. I don't ever want to second guess. I want someone to shut the fuck up. Lest he trying to tell me yes again. I want so many best friends that I can't tell what friendship is. I want the diamonds, gold, and glitter. I want fast cars I'll never whip. I want it all till I'm empty in my castle of everything.
Oh, I see what you want, baby, but I might be just a little more than I can give you. Oh,
I want a cushy job that pay big bills and cheap thrills. Wanna mob out with my homies like Timmy, Tommy, and Dill. I'm not trying to be famous, okay, maybe a lil. Since I'm a rapper, I should buy me some grills and gold frills that I can sleep on while I contemplate pills and peep on, hold still. Might sedate you, just a fire at will. I got an appetite for hardship, big fish meets krill. Don't sleep, don't spill, I ain't got my fill. I want the beauty queen to make me show my pearly whites. The type of movie scene that make you count your blessings twice. It's not the only thing that's on my list, I checked it twice and sent it off to Santa's elves like I've been playing nice.
I see what you want. Oh, I see what you want. Oh, I see what you want.
You
broke my heart
a million
times.
Can't count the times I made you cry. Oh, we're such a mess now, and we're burning out. I get so sad at the thought of losing you. I'm losing you. I can't bear the thought of losing.
Good morning, y'all. Yeah. Let's read a little bit, Lakeisha. We only got 9 pages. We only got 9 pages, Lakeisha.
The day goes by, even the worst ones hate, they make me smile. I stop the world if it would give us time.
Let's make it happen. Lakeisha, you know they say 72% of the people who join Peloton work out more than they did before they joined. You're part of that. You're part of that statistic. You are a part of that demographic. 72% of people who joined Peloton work out more than they did before they got it.
Can
we be honest? You're my comfort soul. Whatever I say, don't let me go. I know you're angry, babe, and I am cold. Island gal. Talk to you in a couple days. What's up? LaRonda was mad at me last night, y'all. I went live with Ask a Black Man Anything. I went back and looked at the chat. LaRonda was like, you ain't got nothing nice to say about black women? Whatever, Shannon. LaRonda was like, shut up, Shannon. You ain't got nothing nice to say? Nothing? Get out of here. You just being difficult. I'm a difficult person. LaRonda was mad at me last night. Drea. All my favorite people showing up. All my favorite folks are showing up. We're going to read a little bit, you guys. You guys got to be here. You got to listen to me read in order for you to say you read this book. So far, you guys, you're doing well. You're doing well. All you got to do is just put your AirPods in to work out. All right. That's right, A Senior. To work things out. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's morning over here on the West Coast. It's afternoon on the East Coast. I know. I know, but we go by Pacific Standard Time over here, you guys. We do Pacific Standard Time. Welcome to another chapter of Rich People Read, you guys. You guys made it again. Welcome to another chapter where we read a book a month to instruct you in the ways of the successful through the power of reading. I'm so glad you guys are here. We are reading Hold On to Your Nuts. Hold On to Your Nuts. This is a relationship manual for men, but it seems to be extremely helpful for women as well. This is the book that we just started reading this week. So if you guys are just catching up, now's the time. Go check the other broadcast. We read chapter 1 yesterday, and on Tuesday we read the introduction. So today is actually, we didn't read chapter 1. Today is chapter 1. We read the introduction on Tuesday, and on Wednesday we read the definition of what your nuts are. What are your nuts? Your non-negotiable, unalterable terms. Every man should have his nuts. Hold on to your nuts. Hold them tight, bro. Non-negotiables, unalterable, cannot change terms. I appreciate you guys being here. We're getting ready to jump right into it. Today is actually part 2. They don't go by chapters, really. Like 2 days ago was part 1, which was what are your nuts? And then today we're going to read part 2, the betterment tools. There's 8 tools that we all have to learn about. And we're going to learn about that right now. I'm glad all my friends is pulling up. I don't have a long monologue today, and we're not going to be here long. Remember, I told you guys Wednesday was the longest chapter, so we're going to be done in like 30 minutes, y'all. You got 30 minutes to learn something. You got 30 minutes to edify your mind. You got 30 minutes to learn something new. Do you have 30 minutes to dedicate to reading a book? Rich people read, you guys. Now, if being rich is not your goal, you could log off now. If maintaining your richness is not your goal, you can leave now. Over here, we talk to the rich and those that want to be. And I don't know any rich people that don't read. So we read a book a month. Every month, we knock out something new. We talk about 2 different things, the 2 ships, as I call it. Entrepreneurship and relationships. And I flip-flop on the type of book that I do every month. Right now, we're on the relationship side of books. This is a relationship manual for men. So we're going to knock this out, and we're going to be done with it, and I'm going to let you guys go. Happy Friday, Miss Drea. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Thank you, guys. I just saw somebody hit the like button. I got 8 likes. I got 8 thumbs up. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. You know, everybody has an unlimited supply of thumbs ups. You have an unlimited supply of likes. Can you throw your boy one? I appreciate it. If you throw your boy a thumbs up, that'll be really helpful. All right. Let's go. I don't even want to say nothing. I don't really have a monologue or anything. I just really want to get into reading. Uh-oh. Everything flashed. All right. Let's get into reading, you guys. Let's switch to the read screen. The betterment tools. Let's knock this out. Part 2 of Hold On to Your Nuts. Your non-negotiable, unalterable terms. Ladies, you guys should have some nuts too. You should have some non-negotiable, unalterable terms as well. It may not necessarily be the same as men, right? But you should have some too. So listen in, turn up your volumes, listen to your boy as we get ready to knock this out. Part 2, the betterment tools. To be the man you want to be in your relationships, you'll need some powerful tools. The betterment tools. Consistent use of the betterment tools will help you hold on to your nuts, fellas. And you'll become the man you want to be in your successful long-term relationships. Is that a goal of yours? Sidebar. Is that a goal of men? Do you know men have been polled? By and large, men want long-term relationships. They're just having difficulty finding the women or becoming the man that they need to be to get that. I'm here to try to help the youngsters particularly, but everybody become the better version, as they say, the version of yourself. So you can be a better husband, boyfriend, bae, spouse, boo, fuck buddy. I don't care what you are. Title yourself what you want to title yourself. I just want you to be better. And it's important that the woman that you with, bro, it's important that the woman that you with is better as well. If you find yourself in a relationship with somebody who's unwilling to do better, leave. Do not work it out. I don't even want you to try. It's not worth the effort. Only work with people who's willing to work. If they're not willing to work, they think they're fine, leave. It's a waste of time. And all you're going to do I'm saving you headache and heartache, money and time. I'm saving you headache, heartache, money, and time. All right. One, we're going to talk about Silence the Little Boy. And then these are the ones that we're going to read in days to come. Express but don't defend your feelings. Cooperate without compromising your nuts. Run the sex and romance departments. Be the rock. Don't argue. Haha. I know. I can't wait to get to that one. Listen. I can't wait to get to that one too. And develop trusting relationships with men. All right. Most of you have heard phrases like, she got his balls, and he's married to a real ball buster. Well, after grasping your own nuts and learning to use the betterment tools, you'll be in a much better position to see that these phrases don't apply to you. Why? Because it's really not about her, bruh. It's about you. When you hold on to your nuts and consistently use the betterment tools, you'll neither give her your balls nor the opportunity for her to bust them. If you're married, gentlemen, if you're married, ladies, if you got a husband, if you're in a relationship, ladies, if you have a boyfriend, if you're looking to get married or get into a relationship, fellas, ladies, if you're single and you want a man, these tools will show you what it's going to take to be the married man or man in a relationship you want to be. And for those of you who are divorced, separated, or about to commit to a long-term relationship, what you learn here will put you on the right path to being the man you want to be in your new relationships. What up, hi, Kai? Hooah! Appreciate you, man. Pull up. We're going to be done in skip this page. We're going to be done. We got 9 pages. So we'll be done in 30 minutes. Hi, Kai. Pull up. She, what up? My man, he's one of my day ones. Hooah! Pull up, We're going to be done in about 30 minutes. Today is tool number 1 of 8. Tool number 1 of 8. So I want everybody, all you fellas, to listen. Everybody that's on the replay, ladies, if you replaying this, send this to your boyfriend or your husband. Have him listen to your man Shan. All right, let's go. Silence the little boy. Who is the little boy we're talking about? You probably know him well, but here are some reminders. He is the moody little boy. Is that you? I wanted to say, sidebar, fellas, as I read this list, can you identify any of this in you? Remember, the first step to recovery is identifying that you're an alcoholic. Ain't that how they say in AA? The first step to recovery is admitting that you have a problem or that you're an alcoholic. Well, the first step to recovery or being a better person is admitting that you're fucked up in some ways. If you think that you're perfect, then why are you here? But if you can, and if you have the strength to be able to identify your issues, then you can work on them. That's the problem with a lot of people, women in particular. Let me just go ahead and keep it 100. They don't think anything is wrong with them, so then there's no way to fix them. It's only the people who realize that they have an issue and recognize it when they need to that will be on a happy road to recovery. So guys, I'm going to list this off. I want you to see if you hear anything that resembles you slightly. We'll start off slow. All right. Are you the moody one who refuses to love or make love to his wife because she hurt his feelings? You know, you're not going to make love to your girl because she hurt your feelings over here on something else. Are you the guy who expects his wife to read his mind and understand what he needs, even though he's done a terrible job of communicating those needs to her? Are you the little boy, bruh, who wants what he wants when he wants it and refuses to understand that choices have to be made and that sometimes it doesn't work out the way you would like? Are you one of the little boys who expects his wife to satisfy all your needs, bro? All of them? Like all of them? Everything? Are you the little boy, bruh? Are you the guy who often leads the man to a quick fix, to seemingly more nurturing arms, or to divorce? That's the runner. Are you a runner? Are you a runner or a track star? You got a bike? She, don't tell me that. Sidebar, you guys. You know we do fitness over here too. Did you get a bike? You got a spin bike? Don't tell me that. I'm gonna sit. Let me know. Let me know, she. Are you the guy who goes to battle with his wife every time he hears her complain, or thinks she's complaining because he hears his mommy reprimanding him? Are you the guy who hasn't yet been initiated into manhood? He doesn't know how to be a man. He's stuck as a little boy. Did I say anything that resembles you fellas? I know you guys be macho, man. Be macho. A lot of, what are they? Machino. I can never get that word right. Right? You got to protect your ego, protect your feelings and shit. Bruh, did you hear yourself in anything I said? Recognize him. Most of us have that little boy in us. He's the one who didn't get the love. He didn't get the attention, the guidance. He didn't get mothering or fathering. He didn't get discipline he should have gotten, or he thinks he should have gotten when he was a little boy. He's also the real wounded little boy who was abused and traumatized and never received the help he needed to heal and to grow up to be a healthy man. Initiating the little boy into manhood. In tribal cultures, the little boy, through an initiation process led by the men of his community, is taught the ways of manhood and shown his place among the men. Through this rites of passage, the little boy is ceremonially killed. Sometimes these rituals are so severe, the boy himself is literally at risk of death. When he returns to the village, the young man knows, as does his mother and the other villagers, that that boy has truly become a man. He knows what is expected of him and that there is no longer a place for the little boy in his life. Here's some tools to use. I had a couple of issues in my previous marriage. My ex controlled my time with my daughter. I felt duly criticized all the time. The worst part of it was that I just accepted these behaviors over time, not appreciating what was really happening, that a part of my soul was being eaten away each time I accepted the unacceptable. The relationship ended, and I eventually found a kind and caring woman who displayed none of those traits, right? However, since I was so conditioned by my ex-woman, I fully expected the old behaviors to pop up with my new woman. So I braced myself for an eventual onslaught. Surprise. The behaviors never surfaced, bruh. But I subconsciously acted as if they did. It took time for me to understand this and to react as a man to actual behaviors and actual events, rather than to what I perceived as my mate's hidden meaning or intent. When I finally silenced the little boy, I championed the man. Silencing the little boy proved to be a critical turning point for me in my relationship. That change allowed me to honor what was most important to me and not to compromise my nuts. You see, oh, hey, nah, salute. You see, in our culture, most boys do not experience this sort of initiation into manhood. Sidebar, have you guys seen the movie 300? Do you guys remember the movie 300 with King Leonidas and the Sparta? This is Sparta! And he kicked him. He was like, and those 300 soldiers went to fight off the, were they Grecians? I forget who they went to go fight, right? But them crazy motherfuckers. But here's the thing. Do you remember that opening scene in the beginning of the movie where that little boy had to go out into the wilderness to battle the wolf? And only then after he battled the wolf, and he went out there with no clothes. It was fucking snowing. He had on no shoes. He went out there into the wilderness to go battle the wolf and had to defeat the wolf to come back to be a man in 300. Now, of course, we don't do, well, shit, I don't know about the rest of the world, but here in America, we don't do that. But there still should be some sort of rites of passage for boys to grow into manhood. Were you initiated into manhood, fellas? Or were you just a man? Just one day you just said, well, fuck it, I'm a man. You see, in our culture, most boys do not experience this sort of initiation into manhood. Sure, some of us have teenage ceremonies that mark a boy's ascent into manhood, but they're just that, ceremonies and parties. They don't teach boys to be men. Instead, their fathers, who were also never initiated, teach them to be men in their image. As a result, males in our American, Black American particularly, society never grow up. They grow up without having a clear understanding of themselves as men, and they continue to act like needy little boys, especially when things aren't going well and when being a strong man is just what the situation requires. Sidebar. Did I just identify a whole lot of guys that you know, ladies, guys that you've dated? You know, we put this on the millennials, right? Did I just identify the snowflakes and the millennials that need soft spaces and shit, that need they need safe spaces in college? We call them snowflakes because when pressure or heat is applied, it melts away. Do you know snowflakes in your life, bro? Emotionally charged men because they never were initiated into manhood to do the manhood shit that they need to do. Bring them to this channel. Let's learn them over here. Men who want to be happy as men and successful in their relationships need to be initiated into manhood and learn to silence their little boy. That can only happen by being with men and allowing them to share with you their wisdom. Wisdom, not knowledge. Not knowledge. Knowledge and wisdom is different. Share with you their wisdom. We're going to talk about that in tool number 8. Develop trusting relationships with men. For you, fellas, initiation will probably not take place in a short amount of time under the guidance of village elders, but it can happen gradually and only if you're committed to holding on to your nuts and bringing the better man tools to your relationships. Here's a tip. The more you behave like the man you want to be, the more you silence that little boy. Here's some tools in use. Last week, tools in use example. Last week, what up, Ricky? Hooah! My man Ricky's in the house. Ricky, we reading tool number 1 of 8. Silence the little boy, right? That's what we're talking about. Silence the little boy in all of us. I read these pieces right here that explain some of the little boys that's in all of us. I wanted men to see if they kind of understood it. You can catch it on the replay. And now we're getting into silencing that little boy. Here's a tool. Last week, I was on the verge of getting upset and angry because my needs were not met when I entered the door after my long day at work. Oh, shit. I think he's talking about me, y'all. I think he's getting ready to talk about Shan. Fellas, is this you? I was on the verge of getting upset and angry because I got home and my needs were not met. Maybe you didn't get that blowjob. Maybe she didn't drop down to her knees and suck you off after your long day at work. Maybe you came home to no food or cold food. Maybe the house was fucked up. The dishes wasn't clean. The floor was raggedy. The clothes wasn't folded. Everything was just in chaos. Maybe I'm saying some things that you fellas can identify with. Last week, I was on the verge of getting upset and angry because my needs were not met when I entered the door after my long day at work. I didn't get the kiss and the hug I felt I deserved when I, the so-called king of the household, came home. I usually stomp off mad and upset, acting foolish and, yes, childish. I know how immature I'm being, but I just can't seem to bolster enough faith in myself to overcome this little boy in me. But this time was different. Instead of feeling alone and unwanted and acting out accordingly, I was compassionate of my woman's mood and her very busy day. And for the very first time, bro, I didn't give in to that little boy. At that moment, I finally saw a different side of me, the man. That day, I was the man that I wanted to be. All right. So then why do we silence this little boy that's in all of us? Why do we do that? Oh, Nas says it's not the older millennials, it's the Gen Zs. That means, you know what that says? Nas is an older millennial. Because the Generation X is saying not the Generation X, it's the millennials. The millennials are saying not the older millennials, it's the younger millennials. The younger millennials are saying it's not the younger millennials, it's the Gen Zs. You know who's saying no to the it's the Generation X? The baby boomers. The baby boomers is like, nah, it ain't the baby boomers, it's the Generation X. Everybody's pushing it off on no, it's you, nah. Old and young Generation X. I'm sorry, millennials. Older and younger generation, older and younger millennials. 1982 or after. Were you born in 1982 or after? You're a millennial, you too. Trust me, I married one. All right, let's continue. I'm just digging that a little bit. What up, Brittany? Brittany walking into the blowjob. Brittany, don't walk into the blowjob. Well, yeah, actually, anyways, okay, let's continue. Why silence the little boy? So why would you want to silence the little boy? For a guy on his own with tons of cash and freedom to spend it, there may seem to be little incentive to silence the little boy, right? He can do what he wants, where and when he wants to. You know men like this. They're referred to as that big kid or the family friend who refuses to grow up. He seems to have it all, right? If you've been married a while, though, you may even envy that guy. You'd be like, damn, man, he gets to do what he wants. He goes where he wants. He got bread. He's always traveling. He got all those toys. He got the jet ski. He got the motorcycle. He has the surfboard. He goes snowboarding. He has all that fun shit. He be biking and stuff. He just, goddamn. If you're married, you may even envy that dude. But despite appearances, despite the optics of it all, he doesn't have it all, fellas. In fact, there are a lot of those big kids who come to find that the one thing they really want but don't have is a close, intimate, long-term relationship with a woman. He envies what you have. You sitting around looking at him saying, damn, I wish I had that. He's sitting around with all them toys looking at you and your wife saying, damn, I wish I had that. They don't know how to do that, and they certainly can't buy it with their money or secure it with their boyish charm. It can ultimately become a source of great pain for these men. If you want to be successful in your long-term relationships and you want to be the best boyfriend, fuck buddy, bae, or husband that you can be, you want to silence your little boy. Now, this is not about denying your pain or ignoring the healing that you may need to do. But as you do that work to heal, whether with the men or with a counselor, you'll benefit by taking action to silence the little boy and giving the man in you an opportunity to take charge. The more you act like the man, the more you'll heal the wounded little boy. It's like being your own best father. To silence the little boy, you need to be able to recognize him and then develop skills to silence him so that the man you want to be can take his rightful place on the throne. What follows are better men actions to help you recognize that little boy in you and silence that little boy. Now, here's a warning, you guys. Silencing the little boy refers to that hurt, needy little boy who's an obstacle to you becoming the best man that you can be, okay? But the little boy energy that drives you to play balls out, compete, wrestle, and act stupid with your buddies and kids is terrific and should be given every opportunity to find a place in your life. Don't silence that little boy. Have fun, bro. We're not saying we're not saying become a boring motherfucker that sit on the sofa we're not. Have fun. We're not killing that side. We're not saying don't be youthful. All right. Don't kill that little boy. We're talking about the toxic motherfucker. All right. Let's continue. We only got 4 pages left, you guys. Hang in there with me. Hang in there with me. Here's some actions. Emotions plus insight equals feelings. Ooh, and we know about emotions and feelings. Fellas, stick your chest out. Take a deep breath. Shoulders back. We're going to talk about emotions and feelings. The shit that we all claim that we don't have. All right. Emotions are what little boys have. Emotions are uninformed. Ladies, this is not a dig to you. I'm talking to the fellas right now. This is to my men. Emotions are what little boys have. Emotions are uninformed. They lack insight. They're knee-jerk reactions to experiences, interactions, words, people, etc. Feelings are what a man can access. They're what develop you when you take a look at your emotions and learn where they're coming from and the meanings they hold for you today, for the man. When a man knows how he feels, he can make his best decision and the best man he can be. When all that's available are emotions, the little boy is in charge, and that simply won't work for the man. Bring insight to your emotions, fellas, and let the man run the show. Emotions, feelings, difference. There's a fucking difference. Emotions, feelings, it's a difference. All right? Let's talk about anxiety. Anxiety is the little boy screaming for help. Anxiety is not a feeling. It's a place to hide when you're afraid to acknowledge how you really feel. The little boy is anxious. The man can own his feelings. The little boy is anxious, but a man can own his feelings. But being anxious is a good indication that there's work to do. To help silence the little boy, ask yourself, fellas, if I weren't anxious right now, what would I be feeling? Would it be fear? Would it be sadness, loneliness? Would it be anger, shame, or joy? Take the time to allow the true feeling to rise above the anxiety. When you have a handle on your feelings, not your emotions, guys. When you have a handle on your feelings, you'll silence the little boy and give the man a chance to be a man. Okay? Listen, don't expect your woman to satisfy all your needs. It's funny when I'm reading a book that encompasses most of the main topics that I talk about. Like each one of these little things is something that I normally talk about long form, 2-3 hours and shit, which are going to be shows, but it's really satisfying to read it all compressed into a book in like one paragraph and shit. All right, let's continue. Don't expect your woman to satisfy all your needs, dude. It's the surest way for the little boy to smother you, to smother your wife or your woman or your girlfriend and slowly kill that relationship. You have needs that she cannot possibly satisfy. Bruh, you got needs that your woman cannot possibly satisfy. Although a lot of loving women, they do try. They give it their best. What happens is when she gets frustrated because she can't satisfy all your needs, and you get disappointed and resentful because you expected her to. Silencing the little boy means recognizing that your woman is not supposed to be everything to you, dude. It's time to reach out to other men like your boy, Shan. We're going to talk about that in tool number 8, developing trusting relationships with men, and learn what you really need. Support and fathering can only come from other men. Support and fathering can only come from other men. Ladies, this is a message for you. Men are needed. I know you're trying to raise that little boy and you got rid of the baby daddy. Bad decision. Call him, reconcile that so he can help raise your boy into a man. Can only allow her to be your woman and honor her by silencing that little boy. Now, here's another thing. Boys react. Men respond. Little boys react. What up, Thomas? The boy reacts. Men respond. A good way to start figuring out the difference between that little boy and the man is to constantly be asking yourself this particular question. If I was the man I wanted to be right now, what would I do? Just taking that much time to consider your options will keep the boy from reacting and give you the opportunity to respond like the man you want to be. Sidebar. Fellas, do you react? Does a woman, can somebody set you off? Have you been on, okay, let's use YouTube as an example. Sidebar, everybody. Hey, OG Patrice, good to see you, love.
Hooah!
Ladies, you guys can let me know in the chat if you've seen this on some of these panels in our space in YouTube. You know, we got our little corner over here in YouTube, our dating and mating space, right? This little dating and mating corner that we have in YouTube in Black America, in Black YouTube. Have you seen this in panels? Guys are getting up there and somebody says something, and then somebody reacts. Oh, nigga, what? And they start yelling and going back and forth. You know, there's a little boys fighting, right? You know, there's a little boys fighting. Have you guys seen me and Ricky? Ricky Williams, he's here in the chat. He's watching the show right now. See Ricky Williams. Have you seen me and Ricky Williams on King Talk on Tuesday nights? Have you noticed that Ricky and I, when we go back and forth, we don't go back and forth? If Ricky and I have a discussion and I say something that's different than what Ricky may have said, you notice that Ricky never reacts to me and I don't react to him. You know what Ricky does? He thinks, he processes what I say, and then he responds to me. I respond to him. Ladies and gentlemen, have you seen men in YouTube react to each other? Knee jerk. Somebody then triggered. Triggered. That's the term, right? Trigger is synonymous to the term react. You didn't say something that set me off. Fuck that shit. I need to just go off. And you can't even shut them up. You'll never see that from me. Well, it depends. I'm not going to say never. Men respond. Little boys, they react. Don't get into the fellas advice. Don't talk to little boys about grown man shit. If you find yourself in a discussion with some little boys that's out there reacting to you, gracefully bow out. Just gracefully bow out. All right. Let's continue. Defensiveness is a red flag. Defensiveness is a red flag. It's the little boy who says, I didn't do it, or it wasn't me, or it's not my fault. It's the little boy who's afraid to be wrong or to be punished. The man takes responsibility. Whatever it is, own it and clean it up, bro. If you have to apologize, do it once and move on. If you want to be a man, and a good man at that, you're going to have to start acting like it. Men take accountability. This is not about women right now. We could do a whole show on women and their accountability or lack thereof. Right now, men, we take fucking accountability. We are responsible for our actions and sometimes not our actions, especially if we're captain of the ship. That's what we do. All right. Defensiveness is a red flag. Defensiveness is a red flag. Everybody throw your ones up.
Being number one isn't easy.
Throw your ones up.
Being number one isn't easy.
Thank you, Island Gal. She says, I'm back. Good morning, Shan. And chat, she didn't even have, just wanted to say hi. Where'd you go? I thought you were here the whole time. Island Gal, did you check out and come back? Don't you leave. Don't you leave like that. Everybody, throw your ones up to Island Gal for blessing our channel with a investment. For blessing our channel with an investment. She's already in the system. Let me go ahead and add her as the stream sponsor. She's always, what I tell you guys, the last 3 times that I've gone live. Island Gal is always taking care of the channel. She's keeping the channel going. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Everybody throw your ones up because
being number one isn't easy.
It's not. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Fellas, stop whining. That's a bad goddamn look. Can you imagine And I'm looking at when I was whining, when I was in my beta phases. Can you imagine going, arguing with your woman or whatever, and then your face scrunches up and you start whining like, what I said, what the job? And your face scrunched up like that. You see my face? And you're like, oh, what the fuck that shit? I want you. Men, stop whining today. Today's last day. Who wants to have sex with a whiner? Ladies, do you want to fucking suck a whining guy? Do you? And who wants to spend time with someone who complains and whines and acts like an annoying little boy? Ladies, do you? Do you want to go on vacation, ladies? Do you want to go on that cruise with a whiner? Do you? In Yiddish, it's called kvetching. Whatever you call it, it's a relationship killer, bro. Complaining is just as bad. It's just a bad habit you picked up as a child. That's all it is. Complaining is just a bad habit that you picked up as a kid. It must have worked for you when you were a kid because you're still doing it as an adult. But guess what? It's not working anymore, bro. It's time to silence the little boy by making the commitment to be a man who acts like a man and doesn't complain, whine, or kvetch. All right? Stop being afraid of your wife. Stop being afraid of your woman, bruh.
Hoo-ah!
Stop being afraid of your girl. The fuck? A lot of men are extremely uncomfortable when their women are upset or simply not happy. They will sell themselves out. See the chapter on nuts, the one we just did, just to change their girl's mood. If this is you, it's time to learn that although this may have come from your past, it does not have to be a part of your present, and damn sure don't have to be a part of your future. The little boy may have learned this behavior when he watched his dad tiptoe around the house because he was afraid of his mom. Sidebar. You saw your dad tiptoeing around your mom, and so you learned to do that shit. You saw your dad running from your mom, so you learned to do that shit. You with your boy Shan now. You're not gonna see no tiptoeing around women. Ask a black man. Watch me on Ask a Black Man Anything. And ask me, do I tiptoe? I don't tiptoe around women anymore. You may have learned to be afraid of women too. Your wife or your girlfriend or your bae or your fuck buddy knows it, and she doesn't like the power it gives her. They don't like that power, bro. Fellas, that's another bar. You do realize that women don't like that power inherently. It's baked in the cake. It's part of their nature. They don't like the power that you give them when you tiptoe and shit. She'd rather you be the rock of the family. Silence the little boy by allowing her to have her own problems and to feel her own feelings without having to worry about how that makes you feel. All right? Silencing the little boy isn't denying your inner child. It's fathering. Understanding the source of your pain is important. Counseling can help bring insight to your early childhood experiences, but getting into action and being the man you want to be will do more to heal that little boy than anything else. By focusing your attention on being the best man you can be, you reduce the energy going to that wounded little boy. As you experience yourself being that man more and more, you'll find that your inner child will need less and less. Rather than deny the needs of that little boy, heal him by being your own best father. Moods, oh god damn, moody men. Moods belong to the little boy. Sidebar, before I read this one, ladies, how many of you have dated a moody guy? He just moody. Fellas, how many of you got a homie that's just fucking moody? Like, you don't know where the fuck he's going. Like, the next time you see him, you have no idea if he's going to be up or down. Fellas, Are you moody? Are you high, low, in, out, left, right, up, down? You really just motherfuckers can't even are you just a moody man? Men don't get moody, bro. Boys do. Don't get me wrong. Boys do. Boys get moody. Men don't get moody, Sir-ism. Men don't get moody, Sir-ism. Not us. Not us. That's the little boy. It's the little boy who digs in his heels, holds a grudge, gets his feelings hurt, wants to strike back, give the silent treatment. Give his woman, men giving their woman the silent treatment, like you ain't gonna talk to her. The fuck? And cancels plans. You're not going out now. Oh, now we not going. To show them. And on and on and on. The man acknowledges how he feels. The man acknowledges how he feels, perhaps after reaching out for a little help, and then acts accordingly. When you feel yourself falling into one of your moods, dude, know that you have the power to stop that shit right then and there, right in its tracks. Take a few minutes to think it through, or call your boy, or tap in with Shan, tap in with me. You can book time with me anytime. I will call. Put me on your motherfucking speed dial. My iPhone. Where's my phone? Call me on my iPhone. FaceTime me if necessary. I'll talk to you. All right. A simple effort like this can completely alter a moment, a day, a weekend, or an entire vacation for you and those you care about. Silence the little boy by having power over his moods. Don't measure. Is this the last one? Oh, we're going to do the recap. Yep. This is it. Last one, guys. Don't measure your progress by your woman's reactions. Yeah. Oh, man, I got stories. I should tell you guys. Should I tell you guys the story of my first Acura Legend that I was getting and I got for my woman? She wanted a Benz and I had an Acura Legend, and she kind of like emasculated the nigga. This is my first wife. She kind of emasculated me and made me feel shitty for getting a Acura Legend instead of something fancier. And based on that, I measured my shit based on her reaction to the Acura Legend. That's gonna be a whole nother story for the members of my channel. I'm not gonna make that one public. That's gonna be for the members of the channel. Don't measure your progress by your woman's reactions. The little boy will see your woman upset and think he's done something wrong. Not necessarily. As you hold on to your nuts, guys, she may not be pleased initially or for a while. If you quit your efforts in response to her, assuming you're clear about your nuts and applying the tools in a confident and caring way, you'll be giving your power away, dude. Again and again, and digging yourself into a deeper hole. If you're not sure if you're doing a good job as a boyfriend or a husband, check in with the men that you trust. Check in with your boy Shan. I'm telling you, I'm available. They'll tell you the truth. Goddamn well, I'm gonna tell you the truth, right? They'll tell you the truth. If they've quizzed you and feel confident that you've done a good job, trust them. Have a little faith and stay the course. Sometimes the hardest task for a man is to hold on to those uncomfortable feelings long enough to see the fruits of their labor. And that's it, fellas. That's it, ladies, for this chapter. Let's do a recap real quick. 1-page recap. Let's recap the silence the little boy. Okay. First, identify the little boy in you and commit to becoming a man. That's number one, right? You have to, if you don't think that you have a little boy in you, then there's no help. All right. There has never been to date a recovered alcoholic who didn't identify himself or herself as being an alcoholic. You cannot get on the road to recovery if you don't first acknowledge that you have a problem. Identify the little boy in you guys, and then commit to becoming the man. Remember, this is number 2. Remember that your woman is not your mother. Your woman is not your mom, bruh. Number 3, men who want to be happy as men and successful in their relationships need to be initiated into manhood. And with the help of other men, they can silence that little boy. Number 4, behave like the man you want to be, and the little boy will be silenced. The more you act like the man, the more you'll heal the wounded little boy. Silencing the little boy means keeping your emotions in check. Number 7, don't expect her or anyone else to satisfy all your needs or to read your mind. Also, allow your woman to have her own problems, dude. Allow your woman to have her own problems and to feel her own feelings without having to worry about how that makes you feel. You can be a problem solver. That's one of our tasks. But you don't have to fucking own it. You don't have to own the problem. You just got to solve it. That's what how can you solve it if you owning it and you all fucked up like she is? The boy reacts from his emotions. He reacts. The man brings insight and responds with mature feelings. The little boy has conditions, whereas the man holds on to his nuts. All right. We talked about the difference between nuts and conditions. We said that in the last chapter or in the last read. Be your own best father, and the little boy will grow up and keep moving forward by using these better man tools. Ladies and gentlemen, we are done for the day. I appreciate you guys for tapping in with your boy Shan. I told you it was going to be a quick read. We only an hour in. And 15 minutes of that was the countdown. So I've only been live with me on the screen for 45 minutes. Roughly, I did a 15-minute monologue. 30 minutes of it was the show. Told you that was just 9 pages. I should have looked to see how far we got to read on Monday. Let's see. I'm gonna just give you a idea on how far we're reading on Monday. Let's see. On Monday, oh wait. Monday, 12 pages. On Monday, we got 12 pages, you guys. Monday is 12 pages. Today was 9 pages. So Monday, we have 3 extra pages. And we're done. I appreciate you guys, man. Please subscribe. To date, Ace Senior is the #1 benefactor of this channel. To date, Ace Senior has blessed this channel with more investments than anyone else. Everybody, throw your ones up for my man Ace
Being
Senior.
#1 isn't easy.
Everybody, I need to see the ones in the chat. Everybody throw your ones up for Ace Senior for blessing the channel with a $100 super chat. He says, listen, emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. We just talked about that in the book last month. Emotional intelligence. We just discussed that. Ace Senior, I wonder if you're on the road. You know, he's a truck driver. He owns a trucking company. He came and he blessed the channel with a huge super chat. I appreciate you, bro. Let me update the stream sponsor. Let me update the stream sponsor with my man. I'm glad he went back to his original name, too. He was bouncing around on usernames for a while. Ace Senior is a stream sponsor, you guys. He has blessed the channel, and he is motivating me to continue to do this shit. Again, we're doing CTOs every day. Check this out. We're on the books. We haven't let up off of that. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the investment, and thank you for the blessings, Ace Senior. Everybody, throw your ones up to my man.
Being number one isn't easy.
Throw your ones up to my man for the super chat. There they go. I see the ones. I see the ones. I see the ones. Yeah, that's right. Drive safe, bro. Everybody, are you guys subscribed to the channel? Did you like this video? Oh, shit. We got 23 likes. Remember, I just said we only had 7. It was, what, 6 likes? Now it's 23. Hoorah.
Hoorah!
I appreciate you guys for the likes. Thank you, everybody, for the likes. You're telling YouTube this is worth watching. Appreciate you. It's very difficult to get people to like a video on YouTube. I don't know why. It's really extremely difficult to get people to watch a show live, especially in the middle of the day where everybody's at work. I do my shows when nobody, I should switch to night, but I do them in the middle of the day when everybody's at work. And I don't really do panels, but you guys still tap in. I appreciate you guys for liking the video. Thank you so much. Join the SR Army and join the sidebar. We have discussions at Facebook. We appreciate you. My name is Mr. Shannon. Thank you so much. Ricky, my man, stayed around. Ricky hung out with us. Ricky said he should have gave you niggas money. Exactly. Exactly. I think one of the Ricky, you talking about money. A Senior got so much money. He was doing on average 50 grand a month. One time he gave me, over the course of an hour, about $800. He was like, here's 100, here's 300, here's 50, here's another 150. That's how, I don't even remember what I was reading, or if I don't remember what the fuck I was talking about, but that's how AC, and I've never shook this brother's hand in real life. But you know what? See, Island Gal was talking about blessings. See, Island Gal blesses this channel too. And then she says, yeah, but I ain't worried about the bread because my blessing is going to come another way. That's how it is with A Senior. His blessings, whether he know it or not, be coming and flowing into his life because of what he does and pours into other people's lives. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for reading along with us, you guys. Remember, reading is the way to expand your mind and your bank account. It is the way to expand your mind and your bank account. Tune in next time, Monday morning, to Rich People Read, and you, my friends, are dismissed.
Yeah. Escucha. Mío en tu habitación, solo los 2 segundos que hay que detener. Porque si no siento tu voz o tu olor, te extraño y te quiero ver. Quiero ver. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas. Que me levantes la mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada. Me haces falta, bebé. Dime qué tengo que hacer pa' tenerte de una vez, pa' no poderte perder. Dulce, eres mi bombón. Te quiero melocotón. Por ti corro un maratón. Solo de la dirección. Tú y yo, queriendo más amor. Pa' mí no es suficiente. Yo quiero tu calor. Tú y yo, con esa conexión. Somos lo que la gente no ha visto de los dos. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas. Que me levantes la mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada. Mira, somos perfectos. Es algo indiscutible. Mi estilo y tu estilo no están disponibles. Solo soy sensible cuando te tengo porque eres irresistible. Tus labios combinan con tus ojos. Porque eres tan pretty que hasta yo de eso me antojo. Chica, necesito mis anteojos. Quiero verte noche hermosa de todos modos. Tú y yo, queriendo más amor. A mí no es suficiente. Yo quiero tu calor. Tú y yo, con esa conexión. es lo que la gente no ha visto de los dos. Tanto me falta, todas esas noches tan soñadas, que me levantes a mirar. Tú tienes pinta de indicada. Tanto me falta, todas esas noches tan soñadas, que me levantes a mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada.